the most lucky day of the month. And I'm with our host, Bob Friedenthal of Mycity. And today we don't have anything special planned, except we always want to encourage people to give shout outs and acknowledge referrals that have been given or received. And if you can take a moment to, if you're new, to let us know how you heard about the Mycity group. So I'm going to start with Bob Friedenthal, give you 1 minute to say hello.
Hello, 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 hello. No, I always say laughter is the best medicine. That if you don't have something funny to say, you shouldn't even be speaking. Uh, I think of everybody here knows me. Maybe Steve Darrell, maybe not. Uh, Jacob Cryer, not 100% sure. Um, anyway, this group has been meeting for 7 years. We typically have an attendance of roughly 30 people and this group meets every single solitary Friday at 8 a.m. Pacific. So we got some long-term people like Philip Wolfstein. Don't see who else is in there.
We got some regulars.
Nope, that's up.
All right. Well said, Bob.
Short and sweet.
Short and sweet.
Our next person to speak will be Lighter, followed by Winston. So good morning, Lighter Chen.
Good morning, everyone. I'm the Lighter Chen. I immigrated from China in 2003 as the extraordinary ability. So I'm the founder of Tommy Healing System. Well, our mission is to help millions of American people achieve their health naturally, safely, effectively, without side effect, without operation procedure. 60% of American adults suffering from the chronic condition. So we have innovated Tommy Healing System, the meridian energy measurement analysis system to find the blockage and the imbalance within minutes. And I found this group is very intelligent people. I get a lot of help from the Betty and Linda and Ross and all has built a Tommy powerful team.
Yeah, Lighter.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lighter.
Hmm.
Yeah, for some reason we haven't met yet over the phone or Zoom in one-on-one, so we need to get that going.
Yes, definitely. I'm looking forward.
Thank you. And next up, Winston Brown, followed by Roy. Good morning, Winston.
Good morning, team. Good morning. I'm Winston, your financial professional. I've been in the industry for over 15 years, and I've worked with numerous amounts of clients. We help families with earning additional passive income, properly protect that income, become debt-free, and financially independent. Most people today don't plan to fail, they just fail to plan. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
So what we do, we provide a solution that to that problem called a financial needs analysis, FNA for short. The financial needs analysis is customized to the individual, it's confidential, and it's complimentary, means it's free. We provide families help to achieve their financial goals and dreams. Today, people deserve access to quality financial advice. Wouldn't you agree? Well, I'm ready and committed to providing that advice in a way that is easy to understand and implement. I will be honored to working with you, Winston, your financial professional. Thank you.
Thank you, Winston. Just a quick reminder, if you have not yet done so, to put your contact info in the chat, which we can share with emails afterwards, and you can use that to schedule your one-on-ones. So, and next up will be Roy, followed by Joseph. So good morning, Roy Dickon.
Hello, Scott. Hello, everybody. I'm one of the creators of a platform called Conversion Alchemy. And this platform will allow you to get as many leads as you want every day, very high quality leads. And you also, it gives you an opportunity to know who's visiting your site, the name and email address of everyone visiting your site. The best thing to do with this is actually have a system for following up on these leads, because the money is in the follow-up. If you do not have one, if you do not have a funnel, for example, which I recommend as the best way to do it, to follow up with emails, then you need to talk to Betty Withrow or Linda Blair or both of them, because they can make all that happen for you, and that'll optimize your return on investment that you get from this platform.
Yes.
I don't need the rest of the time.
Perfect. Nicely done, Roy. Thank you. Okay, so next up will be Joseph, followed by Jane. Good morning, Joseph Duncan.
Good morning. Glad to be here from not so sunny Southern California. I am the managing director of Assured Consultants. We are coaches to businesses and executives. We help people grow, scale, access capital, and help their businesses to thrive. We are likely in a position to help the people who join this call every week and the people that you know that either have or are looking to start small businesses. We're located in El Segundo, California, but we'll work virtually with pretty much anyone, anywhere. All of my information's in the chat. I look forward to collaborating and working with many of you. We are, in addition to the work that we do, a referral source for our clients. So we're always looking for some of the services that each of you provide that might be of assistance to the people we know. Thank you.
Thank you, Joseph.
No
And
music for me
everyone,
today.
appreciate you. Everyone say happy birthday to Jane Schaefer. And then we'll give you
Happy
your
birthday,
minute, Jane.
James.
Happy birthday, Jane.
Birthday, Jane.
Pass around the virtual cake.
Thank you, everybody. I think this is the first time I have 22 people all at once saying happy birthday. So glad to be here today. Even though it's my birthday, but it's nothing better than being here with a passionate group of people. My name is Jane Schaefer again. I am with LifeWave, and it is an advanced wearable technology. I am just like every one of you here. We are passionate of helping people to have a better quality of life. It's either in your health, finance, or mental, business, whatever it is. But it's to me, it started with your health. So, and that's what we can provide without using any drugs, any chemicals, if you can prolong the surgery, sometimes we can. And, that's the best way, because without your health, you can't enjoy your life. And we can do that. I love to talk to anybody that interested, with that you have challenge or anything like that at all. So I'm here, and shout out real quick. Was so nice speaking to Bob for almost an hour the other day. Thank you so much for giving me a call. And Winston, we'll get together and definitely use his analysis. My friend has one. And when it first came out and ran a test on me, it's simple. It's pretty cool. So get with him to use that analysis. And later, see you later.
Thank you, Jane. Sorry about the music. I tried to cancel it because you were giving shout outs. But anyway, glad to have you here again. And let's also say hello to Betty Withrow.
Morning, and a glorious morning it is. It's sunny here in Pacific Grove, so summer is almost here. I'm Betty Withrow, the Writer's Launchpad. I do all sorts of things relating to writing, author coach, a ghostwriter, an editor, and a content creator. As Leiter mentioned, I'm working with him on his content, and I want to give a shout out to Linda Blair for her excellent support in helping me to learn the Thrive system. She spent lots of time with me, very patient, and gave me some good tips about how to make the campaign go better. Any time that you want to find somebody who's amazing, you can find them here. I work with Roy on a regular basis too, and this group is filled with like-minded, teamwork-oriented people. So this is your go-to resource. I've been in a lot of networks, and this is the one that I keep coming back to. So I think that says it all. Thank you.
Okay, it's kind of like a New Orleans thing there in the music, so get those hurricanes going. We're gonna say welcome back to Jacob Krieger and then talk to Corey. So good morning, Jacob.
Yes, good morning, Scott, and good morning, everyone. My name is Jacob Krieger. I'm a financial advisor at Equitable. I'm located in Scottsdale, Arizona, but I'm able to work with anyone all over the nation. There are really two main areas that I'm trying to really focus and scale my career in, and that is trying to work with any individual who is just going through a major transitional period in life. So that is anyone who just recently got married, engaged, divorced, just bought a house, having children. Um, that is going to be a conversation I would like to speak with sooner rather than later. But also, I'm looking for anyone who knows of any sort of connections in the public or nonprofit sectors. So if you know of any policemen, firefighters, even teachers or charity workers or nonprofit workers, I'd love to be able to just sit down, have a full comprehensive financial plan, just talking a little bit more about what we could do for them. Awesome. Thank you.
Sounds awesome. And just a quick reminder to everybody, put your contact info in the chat if you haven't yet done so. And we're going to say good morning to Corey Northington.
Well, good morning and happy Friday or Friday evening, wherever y'all are in the continental world. My name is Corey Northington. I'm an independent associate of Legal and ID Shield. So I help empower business owners with legal and identity theft coverage. So whether as a business you're trying to review documents and contracts or need the advice of an attorney, through my services, you got a great monthly subscription and the ability to start right here and now. Also, just glad to be here in Mycity. Also, through our identity theft program, you can cover your identity in any form of fashion. Like we help with financial, medical, cyber, anything that's in the current market. So, and they are both right now benefits. Glad to be here once again, and on LinkedIn, Facebook, and also in the Mycity directory as well. So anyway, I just turn it back over to you, Scott, and I hope each and one of y'all are having a great Friday evening.
Thanks, sir. Always glad to see you here. So next up will be Ed, followed by Steve. Good morning, Ed Cicinato.
Hello, Ed Cicinato. I'm the franchise owner of Edward Cicinato and Associates Dream Vacations. And I want to mention that we have second passenger free air on several British Isle escorted trips. That offer ends on the 30th of September. So give me a call about that. Also, to remind you, if you have any organizations that you are familiar with or belong to that are interested in doing fundraising cruises, I would love to talk to you about that. It's an excellent way for an organization to bring extra money into their organization. And the best part is I do all the work.
Awesome. We need to have Ed do work because otherwise it could be trouble. Right? Thank you, sir. New to me, I don't know if you've been here before, but Steve, is it Daryl or Darrell? Can't hear you. Still not hearing you, Steve.
Hold on. Can you guys hear me now?
I can hear you. Yeah.
Yeah, we got you.
All right, there we go. Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me just. Sorry, I'm sitting in my car, so I apologize.
No worries.
All right, there we go. Can you guys hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Sure
All
can.
right, fantastic. When I tell you guys what I do for a living, you're gonna laugh at how I couldn't figure that out just now. So hi, thank you guys for having me. My name is Steve Darrell. This is my first time actually being here, so thank you so much for the invite. My company name is SD Production Group. We primarily focus on video production, and I couldn't figure out Zoom just now. That's so crazy, right? Areas that we focus on is film and television, broadcasting, live streaming, live event production, which is something that has become very big, especially after COVID, when everybody wanted to get out there and get in person and start talking again to people and meeting people face to face and stuff like that. So we provide video production for things such as that, as well as your content creation and your live streaming and even remote production for those that want to do something from, let's say, California. We're in Atlanta, but they still want us to be a part of your production, and somehow we incorporate remote production to where we can assist you in getting your message out and being able to connect with your folks. So that's pretty much what we do. Like I said, we're based in the metro Atlanta area, and I'm glad to be here and looking forward to meeting and connecting with each of you.
Fantastic. All right. Great to have you here, Steve. Thank you.
Thank you.
And next up are one of our main veterans, Phil Wolfstein. Good morning, Phil.
Good morning, Scott. Good morning, everyone. Great to be here. Phil Wolfstein. I'm a certified business broker with Zoom Business Brokers. And what I do is I help business owners find qualified buyers for their business. And that said, I want to emphasize that listing and selling a business, selling your business is a process. It's not an event. It doesn't just happen. Typically, from the time of an initial conversation to a close of escrow, 7 to 9 months, can be longer than that. It's a lot of moving parts involved, and on the front side, before you're ready to go to market and sell, you're working with a business, ideally working with a business coach, a business advisor, CPAs, with professionals that are going to help you prepare to get the business ready for sale. I can tell you, over and over, more and more these days, we're trying explaining to owners and operators that have been in business over 25 years that we're not selling you, we're selling a business. And being prepared is really key. Ideally, 36 months before an exit date, you have a plan, you're implementing it, you're preparing and getting ready to sell. I'm seeing lots and lots of businesses out there that isn't the case. And it's very, very sad if you have to look at an asset sale, can't realize that goodwill in your business that you've spent decades building up. So, for your clients, start early, just start, be prepared. That would be my best advice. But always look forward to working with everybody in this group. Wonderful networking group.
Thanks, Phil. I remember "Be prepared" was a motto in the Boy Scouts. So
Girl Scouts too.
there we go. All right. Now let's say good morning to our private jet superstar, Hale. Good morning, Hale.
Good day. Hop on, everyone. Let's go. Let's go for a ride. Well, I'm Hale, pronounced like hallelujah. I'm a health span coach to add quality of the number of years you live in your life, not just the lifespan. Because many people go ahead and live their life, pop up medication, or say old age is normal, and none of that is normal. Not a headache, not body aches, or anything. I know for a fact I was bedridden in 2011, given a bunch of labels, but I've been mentored by the best. And one of the two I can name for you is Dr. Wayne Dyer and Louise Hay. And today I'm 55, even though given a bunch of labels to me, I'm absolutely on no medication, and I'm a 2 times bestseller. I'm creating a program to get that zest, that vitality, that energy. It's a 7-week program, and I'm putting it out the lowest price ever to get that consistency, to get that motivation. And
Oh, did you say everything you needed to say, Hale?
I'm all done. Yes, I'm
All
gonna.
right. Thank you.
Thank you.
We could definitely have this New Orleans vibe going now. So thanks for being here. Next up, we'll have Eileen, followed by Debbie. So good morning, Eileen Dawson.
Good morning, everyone. I love that little time up music too. That's nice. A little Friday morning Jazz. Um, so my name is Eileen Dawson, and I am a Ramsey money coach. So what I do is I teach personal finance. The majority of my with individuals and couples and guiding and coaching one-on-one through credit cards are the big one. I just talked to a client last night. She's got 29% interest rate on $26,000 worth of credit cards. And she's like, Eileen, I'm spending hundreds of dollars a month just on interest. I said, let's get together. Let's figure this out and play so that you can do this over the next year and a half. So, yeah. And I also do trainings for colleges and high schools, personal finance. So thanks for having me.
Wow, that was so fast. We didn't get to hear the music. So nicely done. Always great to have you here. And next up, Debbie, followed by Galit. So good morning, Debbie Voris.
Yeah, I'm Debbie, your certified holistic health coach. I do help people identify the root causes of health issues and create a custom national holistic strategy to address them. I do educate people on alternative health and how it can work with the medical model, as well as optimizing their health, releasing weight, and uplifting your mood. So it's a whole body solution. And what's really important is that you enjoy your life, you live it to the fullest, have the energy to do so, and be able to get off the ground. A lot of people have some issues with that, and I do help people with those issues. If you know of anybody that wants to revitalize their life, have them contact me, because I could definitely give them a custom approach and educate them on different type of solutions. Remember, I am a published author. I do have a podcast, as well as I have a lot of knowledge. I'm kind of like an encyclopedia. Take care, everybody. Have a fabulous day.
Thank you, Debbie. And in under a minute, too. Good job. Okay, let's say good morning to Galit, followed by Linda. So good morning, Galit Bernstein.
Good morning, everyone. I'm here, I think, over a month, so congratulations. I met many people here. I'm currently looking for job opportunities. I'm a CFO / controller for over 25 years, being a CPA in my 6 years of my career, and then shifted to work corporate accounting and finance. I'm looking also to help any of your businesses on a fractional role until I land into my permanent role as a CFO. So if you're interested, let me know. And a few people mentioned something like, I think Jacob mentioned about teachers. So I'm a volunteer at the board of Kadima Day School. And I may connect to teachers. Let's talk about it after this call. And I also talked to Edward and Moshe about potential cruise for Kadima. And let's see if it goes. So thank you so much.
Thanks, Galit. And it's great to connect with other people one-on-one, isn't it?
Oh, and I forgot. The main person that I want to appreciate in this group is Bob, who's calling me on a weekly basis, checking how I am doing. And thank you so much.
All right, great to have you here. And next up, be Linda, followed by Joshua. Good morning, Linda Blair.
Good morning. Happy Friday. I'm the real Linda Blair, broadcasting from Orange County, California. My AI automated technology helps all the marketing and CRM operational tools a business owner will ever need to increase their revenue and get top placement on Google, the local search maps. It's all integrated into one platform. The CRM portion is like a digital hub for managing all your customer interactions, starting with a lead, a prospect, and then it turns them into a client or customer on a weekly, monthly, quarterly basis by sending out drip funnel email campaigns so that you stay connected with that. So I'm working with Betty and Roy to help with that too for their clients. And it also helps your client engagement. So we also incorporate websites, review management. It's a scheduling tool. You can get automated text and call emails from all your clients in your calendar, reporting and analytics, 24/7 service. Thanks. Click my link and I'll connect you. I'll gift you a website chat feature for your website.
Yes, you should do that. All right. Thank you, Linda. Next up will be Joshua and then Moshe. So good morning to Joshua Berman.
Good morning. This is it's a regular thing. I will endeavor to be here every week, just like a lot of the faces I see. Great group. So John Berman, Row Insurance. I'm sure that I don't need to sell you guys on the concept of what homeowners insurance is all about. You either have to have it for your mortgage or you should have it to protect your probably biggest asset. Well, in California, definitely, and it's happening across the country in other states as well. Insurance companies are either non-renewing or they're canceling policies, and in California, they're actually exiting the state. So it's become very challenging to get that insurance. I'm looking for relationships, not a one-off insurance policy. I'm looking for people who could really use the benefit of years of experience and the wide range of insurance carriers that I have access to. Joshua Berman, Rowan Insurance. Thank you.
Beautiful. Thanks, Joshua. And let's say good morning, late morning to Moshe Math. Good morning, Moshe.
Good morning, everyone. My name is, I can barely speak. God help me later. My name is Moshe Math, partner in a company called Neurotrain Sciences. I continue to describe it. Our systems look similar to massage chairs at the airport, but we offer what they call sonic massage using sound, light, and vibration, taking your mind and body through voyage relaxation through brainwave entrainment. So brainwave entrainment is for those of us who are older when your large copy machine stops working. So you kick it so that you feel better, and then you turn it off and on and hope it forgot whatever the problem was. And that's what we're doing with the brain. It really can help with productivity at work. You get to review work you did earlier with different eyes, but it's your own for those who do tedious work. And for those who want to take on project later in the day, when your mind is now clear, this helps you achieve that as well. Referrals for me could areas we place like spas. We're also looking at D1 colleges because for sports, we can help with expediting sports recovery in the process. So thank you all and have a great day.
All right. Thank you so much, Moshe. So next up, we're going to have Bert followed by Patrick. So let's say good morning to Bert Franklin.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Bert Franklin, businesspowertools.com. I'm up in Carpinteria, California. If you've got you need a business model, that's really what we've got lately. I've got a whole platform, a dashboard with a business plan system on it that's done for you. So the whole idea is to what to say and how to say it. Most people get these business plans, templates from SCORE or the SBA, and it's got a blank sheet of paper basically that says, describe your management team here, describe your market here. We actually have the content of what to say that inspires you how to fill it in. There's no fill in the blanks. There's no blanks. You complete the sentences. You know what to say. You know what to do. I've sold a couple of million copies of this over the last 35 years. And it's, there's a financial model in there based in Excel that really puts the reality of your business together so investors can follow exactly how you build your business. You're not going to say something stupid like, oh, it's a $10 billion industry. If we get 1% of it, we'll be a $100 million company. They'll just laugh you out of the room immediately. Anyway, so businesspowertools.com, there's a lot to it. I'd love to show it to you. To give me a holler. I've left my information for a calendar connection in the chat.
All right. Thank you, Bert. Always appreciate you. And I just want to remind people, if they haven't yet met with Bert to get an overview of his dashboard, I highly encourage you to do so. It's amazing.
Thanks, Phil. Scott. And Phil,
and look, we have
referrals too.
Sure thing. Patrick O'Flynn is wearing, I don't know, is it fuchsia, magenta, hot pink?
It lights up in the dark. It lights up in the dark.
I like the fuchsia, and then I think it's fuchsiaistic. So
listen, I have to wear it. I got a present of it. I have to wear it. Well, hello, everybody. Thanks, Scott. Good to be here. Isn't it so interesting why people are not necessarily convinced by logic? So we have friends and family, and we say to them, "Look at you. You should eat less, or you should stop smoking, or you should get more sleep, or you should do a load of things to bring you more into balance." Now they say they get it, you see. They say, "Oh, yeah, yeah, you're right, you're right." But that they get it intellectually, but it hasn't moved to their heart, which is a kind of important. So when you decide on something, you then do it. But so then if they have an emotional experience with a health challenge or money problems or whatever, they're now more engaging with the problem. So we have to understand that every second of every day, our cells in our body are passing tremendous amounts of information throughout the body, and any breakdown in that signaling and communication, we cannot be fully healthy. For example, we get a signal when we're hungry, or thirsty, or cold, or tired, or fed up, or elated. But the one I like most is when we get a signal to go to the bathroom in the middle of the day or the middle of the night. I mean, these are really incredible processes in the body. So the discovery of redox signaling is one of the most important breakthroughs of our lifetime, and the difference it's making in most people's lives is absolutely astonishing. For many people, this is now the missing link for better health and vitality. It's independently validated, 100% non-toxic, enabling us to have a real advantage. Who do you know that deserves to know about this breakthrough? Those with the health challenge, or those who are health conscious, are interested in generating additional income stream. My details are in the chat. I'd love to share it with you. I'm a health educator. I don't get into convincing. Great to be here. Thank you for the gift of your attention.
Thank you, Patrick. Okay, Eric, I see you in 2 locations. Are you ready to rock and roll? Eric Dickens?
Yes, I'm trying to get
Good
one off
morning.
here. There we go. I think I'm off one. Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday to everybody. Sorry I'm late. Got my daughter dropping her off every morning at this 8 o'clock hour. But hey, real quick, I am the solar guy. But more importantly, it's solar is great and cool. But what about something even more cooler? Hey, what would it look like, everybody? I want to make sure everyone hears me clear. My voice, the bass, don't get trans by it. But the words come out of my mouth. I want you, if you can catch them. What would it have an electricity bill ever? Not today, tomorrow, but for every rest of your life, however it might be. What would that look like? What would that feel like? What would that be like in your pocketbook? I'm aging myself, your wallet, your whatever, Excel or whatever account you have, calls, or forgot what you call it, a Zelle. So basically, guys, that's what I have right now. The government's giving out a free program. Free means that's 4 letter words. It's bad, 4 letter word, but this is a good 4 letter word because you don't have to pay a bill. If you're in California, it's a great opportunity to save the planet, save a tree, and save a lot of money. If your family and friends, that's anyone right now, renters, no bad credit, no credit, that's a lot of them you and everyone you know could save. So call me up and find out I'm the perfect medicines medicine, which is my utility or whatever utility company you're paying, not just in California, but in the country. Thank you.
Thank you, Eric. Great to have you here. And we've got someone who I've not met before. Delighted to have you here, Harlequin Murray. Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, this is my first time here. So
Welcome.
hello, everybody. My name is Harlequin Murray, and I'm an independent agent with DAC. And what we do is we help business owners get funding so that they can take advantage of growth opportunities, or if you have an emergency that crops up. We start at $3,000 a month in revenue, 4 to 6 months in business. And we don't look at your credit score so much as we look at what your average or what your monthly revenue is. And we look at the last 3 to 4 months and look at the lowest month. So anyways, we can do up to $2 million in funding, and it's based on what your monthly revenue is. We also help, excuse me, we help businesses save money on essential services things like your payment processing and your healthcare costs. We can, on healthcare, we can do an individual, we can do 1099 employees, we can do groups. So if any of you would like to save some money or get some money, please give me a call. I've put my information in the chat. But also, for those of you who put your contact information, I got here late because I had one of my agents calling me, but so I didn't get everybody's information. So I have put mine in there. Thank you.
All right, thanks, Harlequin. You will most likely get an email after the meeting that has a link to the recording as well as a list of the attendees. So
Okay, perfect.
fear
Thank
not.
you.
Well, no disrespect. Question: when you get the list of attendees, does that include the full chat, or is that just the people who came today? In essence, if I put my information in chat, will
I believe it should be all of the chat.
Okay.
All the chat, yeah.
All right, thank you for clarifying.
Sure thing. And then we have another financial associate, our main man, Jacob Bassett. Good morning, Jacob.
Good morning, everyone. It's a beautiful day here in Illinois, so really cannot complain. Happy Friday. I am a loan consultant for Preferred Funding Group. We have direct relations with major banks and credit unions to offer some unique alternative programs that business owners, investors, and individuals may not be looking at. And we utilize our relationships for what is technically the industry calls kind of like stacking. We have the ability to go to 3 to 5 banks for cash term loans at one time, which is really the benefit we bring to the client, because that's something they cannot do on their own. After they go to one lender, they get a loan. They now have that reporting to their account. Any following lenders would say, hey, you just got funded, so we're going to have to wait. And that's where our programs can come into benefit. So we can help them get a larger amount of uncollateralized working capital for whatever their needs may be.
Beautiful.
And I'll donate my 9 seconds back.
Okay.
How is it uncollateralized? How does that work?
So uncollateralized is really just referring to the factor of like a home loan or an auto loan. You're using that specific vehicle or house as the collateral for the loan to give the lender security so that if you don't pay them on time, they're going to come take that house or car. With uncollateralized, it is a little bit more expensive because the lenders don't have that backup security to come take whatever it is you're using as the collateral. But that just leaves it a little more open, free to where you don't have to worry about, oh, if revenue is not up this month, okay, they're not going to come take my office space. And now I don't have a space to actually do the business out of. More so, it would just be your credit takes a big hit, which does hurt you for lending, but they can't come and take something of yours that has value.
The example of what he's talking about is a credit card.
That's it. Yeah, we offer credit cards as well.
No, I know that. I just want to make sure that I think that explains to everybody what the difference.
Yep. There's nothing attached to a credit card, whereas if you buy a house, you don't pay, you lose the house.
Awesome. Always get an education here, so we appreciate that. Next up, we've got two folks I've not met with before, Jim and Johanna. So good morning, Jim Mills.
Hey, good morning. My name is Jim Mills. I'm the owner of Encompass Background Screening Solutions. We're your disabled Navy veteran owned and operated full service background screening, drug screening, and tenant screening company. So serving our clients for 11 years. We service all 50 states as well as internationally. We provide anywhere from criminal background screening to verifications of employment or education, credit. We also do 5-panel, 10-panel, and DOT drug screening in all 50 states. So really, we work with and businesses, large and small, nonprofit organizations, churches, youth groups, property managers. We help provide the information they need to make really good decisions, whether they're renting a property, hiring, making a new hire decision, or bringing on a volunteer for their nonprofit. So our goal is to really help our clients make really good decisions. And we want to make their next hire their best hire. So we're located in Moorhead, Kentucky, and in Colorado Springs, but we serve all 50 states.
Thanks, Jim. Could you tell us a little bit more about the connection with veterans?
Sure. Actually, I'm a spent 21-year Navy submarine veteran. Served on 5 submarines and 3 submarine support ships as your Navy recruiter for 7 years. And so I served 21 years actually in Uncle Sam's Canoe Club.
That's fantastic.
Jim, thank you for your service.
Yeah.
Oh, my pleasure.
Absolutely.
After this meet, let's see, it's 8:46. So an hour and 15 minutes, I run a veteran group, which you might want to attend.
Yeah, I'd love to.
So you got 1 hour to have breakfast or quick meal and then.
I put my information in the chat. If you contact me, my phone, I'll email the web to you for that meeting because I attend as well.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Well,
Fascinated by submariners. I'm fascinated by submariners, and the technology now is just incredible. Well done, Jim.
So here's a quick trivia question: How many types of submarine? I mean, ships do we have in the Navy?
How many types of ships?
Is it
categories?
Yeah, how many categories of ships are there in the Navy?
I would guess 15.
I would say
According
10.
to me,
2.
Yeah. According to me, there's 2. That's right. Submarines and targets.
Destroyers and submarines.
Or you could say floating or sinking. It's great to have you here, Jim. We appreciate your service and also look forward to learning more about your business. And next up, I hope you can show your face, but if not, we will just have to be delighted with your voice. Johanna Coachman, good morning.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me. Happy Friday, anyone, and thank you, Jim, for your service. I am calling from Atlanta, Georgia. Again, my name is Joanne Coachman. I am the owner of Omni Ledger Management, and I offer bookkeeping services to small and medium-sized service clients. So basically, I want to give business owner time back so they can focus on growing their business while I make sure that their financials, transactions are taken care of. Basically, I'm their financial back office. So if anyone would love to talk after the call in my services, I would love to talk to y'all. Thank you again.
Thanks. And maybe you and Steve Darrell could get together since you're both in Atlanta.
Absolutely.
It's very rewarding for me to see that we have an international audience as well as both coasts and as well as the center of our country represented. Great people. And it's also amazing we can all do business remotely these days. It's wonderful, the technology. So I'm feeling pretty good about all that. And just as way of a quick introduction, if you guys don't know me, I'm Scott Harrell. My business is LifeTree Prosperity. I'm a financial advisor and a business consultant. I can help businesses save on overhead costs, and I can also work with executives and create private pensions and lots of other benefits. And I'm excited and delighted to be your co-host every week. So we've got 11 minutes left. We're going to open the floor if people want to do shout outs or if they have comments other than politics. I'm trying to stay away from that, about the state of business these days. Bob, do you have anything you'd like to say?
I'd like
Phil?
to be fair. Scott, if I can, I'm not getting into politics, but I have noticed, I mean, I can say in our sector that sellers are taking more wait and see position. I'd say about 20, maybe to the extent, if you quantify that, about 20% of the sellers are holding back and waiting to see what happens after the election. So the expectation is there's going to be a lot more listings, come December going into the first of the year. There's going to be sort of a flood of listing people that, depending on which way the political winds blow, coming to market. I'm wondering if anybody else is seeing an impact or sees a change in behavior on the part of your customers, on buyers, sellers, any general trends in the market? Anyone have any observations?
Yeah, we have the same situation in a company that I'm helping with due diligence over investments. So people are hesitating. And also in the job market, it's been a very long time for me. So I believe there is a recruiters are saying that it has to do with the election.
Yeah, I'd also say, oh, Debbie, go ahead.
That's a shame. It really shouldn't affect the job market, but it is. Everyone, if anyone has fear or doubt or frustration, it does lower your, it makes you less productive and you are slowing down. So people should really try to release these emotions so they can move forward in life and make decisions easier. One thing I want to say is Bob, we've been not connecting. I have returned your messages twice, so hopefully we'll connect soon.
Love to.
Jacob.
And
go ahead, Jacob.
I was going to say, along kind of Phil's question, I haven't specifically heard anything from a direct client or any of my contacts, but just from my deal flow, these past few months, I mean, I've been consecutively getting clients, and this week, I mean, heck, my email has been just deleting spam emails every morning rather than actually being able to get an application and break it down. So I feel like partially that debate, because this week, seemingly so, I feel like along the lines of what Debbie's saying is that fear is starting to slow people down and they're hesitant to apply. And a lot of people in the lending industry too, which nobody really knows. Rates may drop depending on who gets elected, or they may stay the same, or they may rise. Nobody really knows. We're just going based on the typical trends with the history of our, the US and where the rates go after an election. But honestly, nobody really knows. Federal prime is still at 8.5% as of June 18th. So we'll see if things change and if people start getting less afraid and applying.
There are two things. We're probably going to have some kind of a drop in the next week or so of the prime by about a quarter of a point. That's number one.
That would be great.
Patrick.
Number two, wait, let me just say one other factor. Number two, what may be happening, which is going to help Jacob out. It's the fact that some of the banks are having to put more money in reserve, not because of the election, but because of the change due to COVID. Some of the office buildings in places, the commercial places where people would gather for work, have been cut back. And as a result, some of the businesses, besides the buildings being worth less and the banks having to write down those loans because of the concern, because of the drop in value, there's also the businesses in the area, in the vicinity of these structures are also being affected by it. So some of the issue may not be as much interest rate election as much as reality and banks adjusting to the new reality of what's happening post-COVID.
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you. Patrick?
Yeah, before elections, there's always a greater awareness. But how strange it is that with both faith and fear, you're believing in something that you cannot see. And if you had a choice, would it make sense to choose faith? So the question is, if you take the line of courage, are you living below the line in anxiety, frustration, standing in your own way? Are you living above the line in terms of gratitude, belief, and you keep moving forward? And I'm not somebody that deals in well, this is going to happen and that's going to happen and that's going to happen. Right. We've been found out to be so incorrect.
Yep.
Prediction.
One more thing to consider, everybody is telling that it has to do with seasonality. So companies tend to, closer to the end of the year, they need to use their budgets or whatever they were planning to do. So they will rush, or there will be more risk takers, and hopefully I'm gonna learn sometime soon. And in the last months, I've been interviewing with 3 companies, which is expediting versus previous months.
Hey, Harlequin, you have the floor.
Thank you. Yeah, myself, I'm seeing a lot of impact from, as somebody was saying, that the reserve for the banks has been increased, the amount they have to have on reserve. So under normal circumstances, only about 20% of businesses can get funding from a bank. That number is dropping down closer to like 11% was the last figure that I saw. And that's where companies like myself and also Jacob, we thrive in that industry, and we're really busy because businesses can't get money from the banks. And it's making it difficult for a lot of businesses. But you're seeing, I'm seeing more and more bankruptcies being filed by major companies. And yeah, it's been a problem, and a lot of people are hurting, but there are opportunities out there. I'm working with a lot of business brokers who they have clients that they're selling their business, and I'm helping businesses that have existing businesses utilize that revenue to go and buy out those existing, those other businesses. But yeah, it's been tough out there for a lot of businesses. So
Yeah, so Harlequin, we should try, reach out and let's connect and chat and see how we can work together there.
absolutely.
Love it. Well, personally, I am confused by why people think they need to wait for the results of the election to deal with their business, because no matter what happens, it's not going to be an extreme shift overnight. To me, it sounds more like people are just hesitant for another reason, and that's just like a convenient rationale to say, well, I think I'll wait, see what happens.
Scott, like an example would be maybe even regarding tax policy. If there's a huge, depending on which way the election goes, there could be a big bump in capital gains tax, as an example, going into next year. That type of a factor, believe it or not, a lot of business owners or sellers, if you're selling, you're going to be subject to a large capital gains tax. Whether or not that law changes or that's implemented could have a big impact on whether you go to market now or not. There's factors like that that come up.
Yeah, and for homeowners, that unrealized gains.
Yeah, that could just be deadly for homeowners
also,
as well as business. Let me just add, I'm sorry, Deb. Besides homeowners, if you have based on portfolios, they start to increase, they're going to tax you on it. Now you have a major change in your planning that needs to be done.
Invest in precious metals, brass and lead.
Well,
brass and lead?
on average, people are looking at a lot of things that they cannot control. We can't control the elections. We can't control what's going on in the world. We cannot control, diseases that are coming up. And they need to stop thinking about these things they can't control and only think about what they can do for themselves. So it's not just the election, it's world, it's politics, it's, diseases, the unknown.
Yeah, but
and instead of being scared of the unknown, just realize, like Patrick said, have faith and move forward.
Yeah, that sounds good, but I'll just give you a practical example. If your tax rate goes from 21 to 28%, you now have a 33% increase. You need to start planning. You need to be prepared for that sort of change. You can't just say lolly-da.
No, I don't say lolly-da.
So people who are planning or trying to make decisions based on or waiting to see what could happen before making a decision on what they're going to do is actually being prudent and not going on a limb based on everything being status quo, because everything may not be status quo.
Yeah, I understand. But I'm not saying everything's going to be status quo. You just need to ride the wave and know that you're going to be okay. That's all.
Great meeting,
Yes,
everyone.
we're all going to be okay.
Pleasure.
What a reasonable person do?
Well, the reasonable people are here. And there's a lot of other people